Kilo Yankee 4, Delta Mike Delta. And the name here is Lucas. Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Spell it one more time, please.
Yes, Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, Lucas.
Roger, Lucas. And what's your location, sir?
I'm in Richmond, Kentucky.
Roger, Lucas. Well, listen, why don't you, if you could, give me about 15 seconds and tell me about your antenna system. Let me look around and see if I can find a better antenna for us, Roger.
Yeah, no problem. The antenna here
For us, Roger.
Yeah, no problem. It's a 160 loop antenna. It's a 160 meter. It's about the ground.
Roger, I've got you fairly well on my local antenna, Lucas. If you'd be interested in our setup, that's what we do. It starts with checking out to be sure. Well, let me get your radio. What radio are you running today?
Yeah, today I'm on ICOM IC7610, and you've actually helped me set up another radio in the past. I have a Yaesu FTDX10 that you helped me set the audio up on, and I get excellent reports on it. But this is a new-to-me radio, and just been playing around with it for a few days, and I was hoping you could help me out with this one as well.
Roger. Sounds really close. Let's just run through a couple of things. You should be in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, 100 to 2900, that's called wide. Roger?
Yep, I've got it in 100 to 2900.
Excellent. Then move to your compressor processor, and we want that on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Just want a third of that compressor processor. Roger?
Okay, there it's on 3 out of 10.
Roger, sir. Then move to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand. And as you say the word audio, don't stress it, just say that part of the word, the part of audio, and you become a human test generator. And we want you to set your ALC to 2/3 by your mic gain control. Roger?
Roger. I think I got it pretty close, so let me check. Audio. Yeah, that's right at 2/3 there.
Roger, sounding really good. Now, do you know how to get to your tone controls, your equalization?
Yes, sir. Give me just 1 second. Okay, this radio has transmit bass and transmit treble, and I've got them both on 0, or right in the middle right now.
I'm sorry, repeat that. Had a little QRM problem. Try it again.
No problem. I said this radio, I have a control for transmit bass and transmit treble, and they're both set to 0 right in the middle right now.
Yes, sir. Good. So take your transmit treble, boost +4 on your transmit treble. Roger?
There is +4 on the treble, and it's still at 0.
All right, and let's talk a little bit. Let me hear your audio as you tell me about what you like about your radio.
Well, like I said, I've only had this radio. Like I said, I've only had this radio for a few days, and it's kind of a dream radio set up. But I really like the dual receivers in this radio, and also it has a really nice large touch screen. And coming from a Yaesu radio, it's kind of all new to me, but I really enjoy the menu systems. Everything's really intuitive to use on the radio, and it's been a fun so far, and I've really been enjoying it.
Roger, Lucas. Okay, now +2 on your bass. +2 on your bass, and let's hear what that sounds like.
Okay, so I've got the treble at +4 and the bass at +2 now.
Yeah, and tell me something I don't know for about 20 seconds so I can get a good recording of you.
Okay, I don't know much that you don't know, but beautiful day here today in central Kentucky, but I know we have some storms coming in tonight and into tomorrow, so it's supposed to be high winds, so I always get a little nervous when the wind blows around here because I've got my loop up in some trees, so it seems to sway with the trees, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Hopefully it'll miss us this time.
Roger, Roger. Now, what kind of mic are you using there? Is that a hand mic or a desk mic or what?
This is an ICOM desk mic. It's the SM30.
Roger, Roger. Okay, so go ahead and max out your treble boost. Is that a 5? Is that max on your treble boost?
Yes, sir. There, I've got it maxed at +5, and the bass is at +2.
Okay, take the bass up to +3, Roger.
Okay, now I've got the treble at +5 and the bass at +3.
Roger. Okay, go ahead and pull that bass back one. It was a little too much, so bring it back one click.
Okay, there it's back to +2. I'm also running a windscreen on this mic. I think it kind of helps because I tend to talk pretty close to the mic, but I'm running a windscreen on it too, if that makes a difference.
Yes, sir. That's just a beautiful thing to do because it busts up all of the distorted things, the wind streams before it hits the element there, and it's really that's what I'm running, and it really just does a beautiful job. I wouldn't leave home without one, Roger.
I got you. So, is it sounding a little better now? Does it sound the tone a little better?
Yes, sir. So you're maxed out on your treble boost, Roger?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I want you to do is keep your ALC meter out so you can see it, and you know where the sweet spot is there at 2/3 or 7, whichever it is on your radio that comes first. And I want you, as you're talking to your friends and neighbors around the world, just keep an eye on that ALC meter and try to stay in the sweet spot there. You might have to tweak that mic gain just a tad one way or the other, but in what's ever comfortable for you to just keep that level right in the sweet spot on the ALC meter. And you know, there's two things that causes that meter to hang right there. One is the tempo of your speech, because if your speech happened to be very low, then you couldn't possibly keep the meter up. But I'm talking about just normal conversations. That meter should just hang right there pretty much in the 2/3 position, Roger?
Yeah, roger that. I'll try to keep an eye on that. I noticed when I first came back in there, it almost went up to the rev for just a second, but as I talk, it's kind of bouncing around 2/3, so I may need to back off the mic gain just a touch because it's a little high now.
Okay, so go back and set it like we talked about. As you say the word audio, adjust your mic gain until you're at 2/3 on your meter. Yeah, so you should be right in your sweet spot now, Roger?
Yeah, I think that looks pretty good there.
Yeah, you should be right in your sweet spot now, Roger.
Yes, sir.
Because a rule of thumb is, you know, if you move, when you go to EQ, and if you EQ, particularly on the bottom end, more than 3 clicks one way or the other from where you were when you went in, you need to go back and double check your level on your Qso-Vlog, your ALC meter, you know, and it just means just like we did just then, word audio, and adjust the mic gain, internal mic gain, until you're in the sweet spot, Roger?
Roger that. Yeah, it definitely changed the ALC once we adjusted the EQ. So I've also got a mic gain on this mic, so I might need to back the mic gain on the microphone down just a touch so I can bring the mic gain.
Okay, so what you want to be on your internal mic gain, you want to be in about 4 or 5, position 4 or 5 in the mid-range of your mic gain on your radio, and then adjust your external mic gain until you're at the proper place on your ALC meter. Roger?
Okay, I can do that. I can adjust that when we're done. But I think that's looking pretty good there, if it sounds okay.
Well, I hear some. What are you now on your internal mic gain?
It's at 52% right now.
Okay, and has it always been that since we've been talking, or did you just recently change it?
I I just recently changed it because I realized the last time I was adjusting it, I was actually adjusting my power instead of the mic gain. I was on the wrong control there. So I backed it back down, but that right there is kind of staying right at the 2/3 mark.
Roger, roger. So on your internal mic gain, you're about 4 or 5, and on your external mic gain, what is that out of curiosity?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's at 50%. The one on the microphone is just a small screw in the bottom of it. I have to adjust with a screwdriver, and I've got it set kind of midway. And the mic gain on the radio is at 50% right now.
Excellent, excellent. I'm just trying to be sure that running external equipment into a mic gain on a radio can be a little tricky, particularly around the level. The input level control, because it's real easy to overload that mic preamp, in the internal mic preamp, and so that's why we want to set the mic gain on the internal mic position to around middle 4, 5, 6, somewhere in there. So the incoming level is very perfect for the radio. That's what it's looking to see, and then we adjust the external to make it what we need. Roger.
I got you. So like I said, I believe right there.
Roger.
I got you. So like I said, I believe right there the mic gain in the radio set at 50%, and the ALC looks to be in the sweet spot there.
Yeah, that modulation looks really good. So I think we got her there, bud. If you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, it'll bring this recording up. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,000 or so, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger. 1,000 or so, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger.
Roger that. Can't wait to see it, and I really appreciate your help at YouTube, and appreciate the help. 73. Hope you have a great weekend.
Roger, roger. And FYI, I have a chevron on the right side of the screen that shows me where I am, where the audio is coming from, and so I've got two places that I've been using. I've been using my local 7300, and I've been using the Kentucky SDR, which is up around Cincinnati, and you can see on that chevron exactly where the audio is coming from as you listen to your air check. Roger?
Roger that.
Okay, Lucas, 73, sir, you have a great afternoon. Beautiful weekend. Roger.
Yeah, 73. Thanks again.
Beautiful weekend. Roger.
Yeah, 70. Thanks again.
Roger. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.